Remember to subscribe and enable notifications so you can get all my content and keep up with news about the upcoming Dragon Ball Daima anime and whatever else coming down the pipeline, including the Dragon Ball Super manga. But if you happen to miss a video, head on over to the playlist portion right here on your screen, and right here it'll say Dragon Ball Daima Web Anime News. That is the playlist with all of the news videos covering the upcoming 2024 40th anniversary web/streaming anime Dragon Ball Daima. So again, playlists, it's right there, yo. Keep up to date with all the news here on Geekdom 101. Alright, so we've got a massive Dragon Ball Daima news update ahead of Jump Victory Carnival. The official Dragon Ball website has dropped a new trailer right here. I'm going to give you my thoughts in just a moment. We're going to break down this trailer shot for shot, but I want to go over the article first because new characters have been revealed now, officially the ones that we had heard about through leaks this past week, and on top of that, now we have more confirmations. I'm going to go over all of that in this jam-packed video. Make sure you watch it all the way to the end because there's a lot of information here. I mean a ton of information. So, Dragon Ball Daima is coming. New original anime series, October 2024. That is the official release date. Toriyama created the original story and character designs for this show. He passed away during the production of the show, which I'm sure we will hear more about in the next weeks and months as far as what they're going to do with Toriyama's passing. So they're unveiling a new trailer, new characters, and a new visual. So this is a new visual, a new world, a new Dragon Ball Daima 2024-10, October 2024. It makes me really sad that it has Toriyama's name on it and he passed away. It says here the newly unveiled visual shows a dynamic image of Goku and Supreme Kai riding a dragon and heading out on an adventure. Behind them, 3 mysterious worlds can be seen. Yes, there's 3 worlds here. There's 3 of them. We're going to go over all of that here. And remember how I talked about how the Demon Realm may not be the only place getting explored? Well, it looks like we're going to get more information on that very soon. It says here new characters that will be appearing in Dragon Ball Daima. Glorio, the pilot of a plane, and the Masked Majin. What will they do in the story? How will they get involved in Goku's adventure? Look forward to further announcements. So here is the main cast of Dragon Ball Daima. Interesting. Once again, no update on Gohan yet, but we've got on the left, all the way on the left, it's Gomah, and then right next to him, the Masked Majin. That character is literally called the Masked Majin. Then we have Glorio, whom was discussed earlier this week. Monday, we dropped the visual, the art from Chronicles and the artist, and then the official behind the scenes production information about him. Then we have Goku and the Supreme Kai, followed by Vegeta and Piccolo. So it looks like Vegeta and Piccolo will be coming along with them on their quest, or at least be involved to a degree. Mini Vegeta, Mini Piccolo. I suspect all 7 of these characters and more will be playable in Sparking Zero when the Daima DLC comes out. So it says here Glorio, who appears in the plane in a plane before Goku and company, the Caped Masked Majin, and Gomah, which is basically the guy there with the eyes, who watches Goku and company with an intense gaze from a screen location. Gomah is basically I believe this is the character that's supposed to be next in line to be the king of the Demon Realm. We broke all of that down in a video I put out last week with exclusive leaks from the plot for Daima, or at least a part of the plot. And it says here the new trailer packed with scenes featuring mystery new characters also shows Goku together with Supreme Kai who have been turned small in a conspiracy. You know, once again, we talked about the conspiracy aspect. We talked about how it's not like GT where it's a wish to make them kids again. We talked about all of that. This is different now. Great adventure with Goku and company have been turned small. Stay tuned for a Dragon Ball world no one has ever seen before. So, very excited. Let's go ahead and go to the trailer now, and I'm going to do a shot-by-shot breakdown. All right, everyone, here is the trailer. We're going to go shot by shot here, and I'm going to give you, well, scene by scene breakdown. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the trailer and what I think is happening and what I've heard is happening and what I know is happening. I will differentiate what I know and what I don't know. There's a lot of things I do not know because they haven't unveiled that many details on the story yet, but there's still more to come. Obviously, this is going to be a long-running anime series, not just a few episodes in a movie or anything like that. Let's go. Let me go all the way back to the start here. So there we see Kibito, Supreme Kai, Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. So, and if you look in the background there, that right there is what's known as the Heavenly Realm. In the dub, it's called the Kami's Lookout. So they're all there, presumably preparing to go. And there we have our first, that is our first look at Glorio. He's named after the Glorio plant, and he will be the one who, it looks like he's the pilot. It looks like he, or at least a pilot involved. The background being blue, being nighttime, tells me this is not the demon realm. This is somewhere else. Possibly even, he may possibly be the guy to just take them down there. Now we have a shot at, now this looks like the demon realm. It really does. There's that castle we saw in the first trailer all the way there in the background with some mountains. Now this appears to be a more space-like cosmic area. I don't know if they're going to be traveling through space necessarily. That I had not heard, because the demon realm seems to be like a big plot point here for Dragon Ball Daima. I didn't think it was gonna be like GT, so I don't believe that's what this is, but this is definitely an alternate realm, because if you look at it, it doesn't really look like anything that we've seen in Dragon Ball before. Close-up of Kaioshin. This appears to be some kind of laboratory, probably Bulma's, because the CC Capsule Corp logo is there. That could be Bulma or somebody there working on craft to allow Goku to travel to these different realms. I love the RPG music. This show is very JRPG. It feels more like a quest, which we haven't had in a while. That looks to be the 7 Dragon Balls. Of course, Mr. Toriyama's name. Goku putting his hands up. I love the music, man. It's very melancholy, well, not melancholy, very whimsical. That's the word, whimsical. I love this too. Glorio, I love the shot there of just him with the gun. This looks so much like Dragon Quest Dai. I mean, just so much that same art style. Remember, this show is being animated by a lot of the people that did Dragon Quest Dai and Dragon Ball Super Broly. So there will be a lot more of that type of classic animation with more of a modern flair, but it's still not going to be like Superhero, which was like a computer animated sort of hybrid style. This looks like an eye opening up, maybe some kind of monster, but I'm not entirely sure. Because see how almost like a reverse blink? Let's go back for just a moment. Look. See, that's like an eye opening up. Goku, well, we saw a character there, which, hold on, let's go back for a minute. We saw a character there that this could be the Masked Majin. In fact, I think it is. That's the Supreme Kai basically telling Goku just to, you know, be careful what he says. I'm assuming maybe he said the wrong thing. Another shot of Glorio. I'm not sure the context of the Supreme Kai with his hand up there. I'm not sure of what that context is, but still, it looks kind of like the pose that Goku. Remember how in the Majin Vegeta thing, when Supreme Kai tries to stop them from fighting, and Goku puts his arm out right in his face? This is after all that, so. It's almost like in a weird way, like a reversing of like an homage to that scene. This character we saw in the first Daima trailer, this guy right here. There's the Masked Majin officially, right there. That's Goku, and I'm guessing that is Glorio based on the on where the gun is, the holster. So this might be their first meeting. This is in the demon realm as they are essentially watching what's going on back there, y'all, is basically the Majin Buu saga and the event of the Majin Buu saga, the hatching of Buu, the death of Dabura. That's what they're watching. They're essentially watching it as it's going on, or watching the replay as they begin the plot. This is going to be early. This is like the first episode that we see this. I cannot tell who that is from here. It could be Glorio. It could be a different character. I do not know who this character is yet. I honestly have no idea. This is, I believe this is that Demon King. I believe it's this guy right here. And this is basically only known right now as, his name is Gomah. And I believe this is the next in line to be the Demon King that I had reported on a couple weeks ago. Remember, I was told these things, but I hadn't actually seen the footage until today. You know, now we're actually seeing what these things look like. This looks to be his chambers. I think that looks awesome. Again, very JRPG-ish, you know, just very, you know, that really unique architecture that we see Toriyama's come up with throughout the years. Masked Majin, Glorio, Kaioshin, Goku preparing to fight. I'm not sure what episode this is from, but hey. And we have the official October 2024 release date. This is basically the story of Dragon Ball Daima, going through the popularity of Dragon Ball, and it just basically says that October 2024, on the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball serialization. It started in November 2024, but they're getting a head start in October. The new series, Dragon Ball Daima, will finally begin and make its mark in the history of Dragon Ball. No definitive release date yet, but that is the story. That's what we have. Very exciting time. A new Dragon Ball show coming. If you're waiting for Super, it's not going to come till after Daima, and there's no word on any production on a Super anime. The manga, however, that still remains to be seen because they are still on break for at least the next 2 months, and until we have an update on that, that's all that's going on right now. That's it for the video. Tell me what you thought about this entire thing. Take care of yourself and each other, and I'll see you real soon.